Hey, what's up? Today we're coming in with 10 really easy drum beats for beginners that will allow you to level up your playing. All you need to know beforehand is just a straightforward drum beat of kick, snare, kick, snare. Let's look straight at this first one. So for this beat, I'm taking a flam and chucking it into that really simple beat on the floor tom as well. To play the flam, all you need to do is have your hands drop at the same time from slightly different heights, and this will create two individual notes that are really tight. I'm going to play my right hand before my left hand on the snare. So that will look like this. Kick, snare, kick, flam. I love this beat, it makes the snare really pop off. We're going to slow it right down so you can see it in action. Here we go. Okay, for number 2, I take my straightforward beat, but I'm just adding kicks and snares. I start by adding 2 kicks and 2 snares, then I take it to 3, and then I go on to 4. Let's check it out at full speed. Okay, so as we slow this beat right down, you'll notice that my hi-hat is staying where it always is, but I'm just increasing the number of times I hit the kick or the snare drum. The hi-hat does nothing different. Let's slow it right down and check it out. I really like it when it goes up to 4. Let's go. For beat number 3, I'm pushing where I start with my kick drum. Let's check this one out and then we'll break it down. For this beat, instead of playing kick and snare and kick and snare and, I'm putting the kick on the last and of that phrase I just said, and then not playing it on the second time round. So it's going kick and snare and kick and snare, kick. Let's check this one out slowly. For my next beat, I'm moving my hi-hat hand over to the floor tom, and then I'm adding in a couple of hi-hats with my left hand. Let's check it out. So before we add the hi-hats in, it's important to just get our right hand moving on the floor tom exactly like it would normally do on the hi-hat. Once we're comfortable with that, we're then going to start chucking in a crispy left hand, opening and quickly closing my left foot. Let's check it out a bit slower. For my next beat, I'm really just playing around with my hi-hat. I'm going to play my straightforward beat, but I'm going to open and close my hi-hat in particular places. Let's check it out. Now, I could really open and close my hi-hat wherever I want to, but for this one in particular, I'm going every kick and every snare. It's making those kicks and snares stand out a lot more. Let's check it out slower. We're going to go over to the ride on this next beat, and I'm just playing a slightly different pattern with my right hand that I'd normally do. Let's check it out at full speed and then we'll slow it down. So to break this beat down, we need to start counting 1E and a, 2E and a, 3E and a, 4E and a. Let's look at the exact moments I'm hitting that ride. I am going 1E and, 2 and a, 3 and, 4 and. My snare is just staying on 2 and 4, kick on 1 and 3 like always. Okay, we're going to stay on the ride for this beat, but we're also going to use some hi-hat. I love playing this beat. My hands are going right, left, right the whole time. Let's check it out full speed. So to figure this beat out, we need to remember that our left hand is never moving from the hi-hat. However, our right hand is having to drop over to hit the snare. Let's slow this beat right down and we'll see how we're doing it. If we want to take this beat to the next level, we can also start incorporating the bell. That's going to look like right hand on the ride, left hand on the hi-hat, right hand moves up to the bell. As we speed this up, you'll see how it comes together. Check it out. Okay, this next beat is a completely linear beat. That means we never play two things at the same time. I'm mostly playing on the snare for this one. Let's check it out full speed. So I've got a number of techniques going on this that I really enjoy. First is a cross stick. We're laying our left hand flat on the snare, rising up over the rim. We need to move around to find a perfect place for this, as it will take a bit of adjustment. The next thing I'm doing is I'm playing on the rim of the snare with my stick, and then I'm moving my hand over onto the head. However, because my left hand is resting on the head, it gets this really dull, muted sound. Let's slow this beat down and we'll check it out again. For the next beat, we're going to take the linear concept up over into the hi-hat. Same as last time, I'm only playing one drum at a time. Let's check this beat out full speed. Okay, so you'll notice I'm just playing 2 times with each limb. So 2 kicks, 2 hi-hats, 2 snares, 2 hi-hats. I won't lie, getting this beat quick is the real challenge. For our last beat today, we're using a paradiddle rudiment. For those of you unaware of the paradiddle, it's simply just right, left, left, left. I'm going to put my right hand over onto the floor tom and keep my left hand on the hi-hat. Let's check out this beat at full speed. You'll notice I'm having to move my right hand over onto the snare. We'll slow this one down so you can see that rudiment in action. Check it out. Of course, I can do the same thing by moving my right hand up onto the ride. Let's check this one out too, because I really enjoy it. And that wraps us up. Thank you so much as always for being here. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like it and of course subscribe if you haven't already. I just really appreciate it, and as always, I'll see you next time. Thank you and peace.